I will be fine. I just need a moment with my Guqing. I have always had a fiery temperament. Each pluck of the string helps to restore my balance and calm my mind.
You? Fiery?
Before I took to the mountain, I had only my sword. I fought the tacit discords as if my life did not matter. My master saw the unrest in my heart and taught me the Guqin to calm my spirit. Please, watch over me for a moment. I will recover soon. Then we may move forward.
You're playing? Sounds unsettled.
Promise me one thing. If, in the moments to come, I turn my sword on you, do not hesitate.
Save me, Sword Transcendent!
Tacit discords. They just keep coming. Everyone is dead. Even the swirling birds. Sword Transcendent. Where were you? Did you abandon us?
Sword Transcendent.
Warring.
Qingxiao, you don't have to be so tense all the time. I know you are not the ice-cold statue you pretend to be. Inside, you are just like the rest of us. You feel joy, anger, resentment, and regret.
You died. You died 2 centuries ago, when Yuan Fortress was destroyed.
Dead? And no one sewed my mouth shut.
I should thank you for looking after my descendants. After all these centuries, it seems you still cannot let go of that war.
You are just a manifestation of my fractured mind. The inner demon I must destroy. Once again, you stake mortal lives on your sword. All for a rescue that means nothing. This long duel between us shall meet its end today.
The cabin has been affected by the fog. Qingxiao.
Those villagers, what were they to you?
They gave me a bowl of food.
So you risked your life to protect the mortals from a whole tide of tacit discords.
I was frail anyway. Not long for this world. Better to take those monsters with me.
With a broken blade? Jingwei is my name. Would you like to become my disciple and walk the path of cultivation with me? Your resonance ability has always been unstable. For longevity, you must anchor your heart in absolute stillness.
Seeing people get hurt just makes me sad. And when those monsters attack, it makes me so angry my blood boils.
Then close your eyes, cover your ears, distance yourself from the world, quiet your mind, and your desires will fade. Remember, do not let the world stir your heart. Forsake earthly attachments. You left the mountain to hunt evil again.
I went only to purge the tacit discords. I formed no bonds. My heart did not waver.
Saving mortals from the lament is like trying to push back the tide. The tide always returns.
If I sit back and do nothing, how is this long life of mine any different from the cold existence of a stone? Even you, Master, you saved me once.
Then tell me, what is your way?
I have yet to find my answer.
Looks like I'm in Qingxiao's inner world. I need to find her quickly.
One need not rush. A few hours here are but a fleeting moment in the world outside.
Are you Qingxiao's master?
I am but a lingering frequency. Besides, my Qing already knew how to fight when she came to me. I merely taught her the methods of cultivation.
These bodies. What happened here?
We who walk the path of cultivation must shed all worldly desires, cut down our inner demons. What you see are the remnants of her past duels with herself. This duel is the final reckoning. Fellow cultivator, since you have found your way here, it means she has chosen you to be her sword.
Her sword?
Should she succumb to her demon, strike her down.
Why do you involve yourself in Xuanfang's affairs? You don't belong here, or have you forgotten?
Qingxiao, wake up!
Because after bidding Master farewell, I wandered the world, eventually settling in Xuanfang. I planned to cultivate in solitude.
Please, Sir Transcendent. Tacit discords are coming. Can you help us?
Did you lead this child here? Just this once. After that, more came to offer their thanks.
Our gratitude for the rescue.
Stay, Sir Transcendent.
Whenever I sought to leave, Xuanling birds would bring another plea. Years flowed like water. I had strayed so far from the path of cultivation.
Just like that. Yes, perfect. Sword Transcendent. Told you the waking moon would be good fun, qingxiao. Here.
Not long after, the Thenodian descended. 200 years since the fortress and gorges war, and you still have not found peace. That day, the Xuanling bird told you the gorges of spirits in Yuan Fortress were burning. Where did you go? I went to the gorges of spirits. Ah, yes. So confident. So sure your blade could cut down the lament source. Save everyone. And then, you were held back. Trapped by retroact rain. Pinned down by the Thenodian's blade of ruin. By the time you returned to Xuanfang, what did you find? A brutal end. A silent battlefield.
Sword Transcendent. Yuan Fortress is gone.
I am here. You are safe now. This man, he once sent a Xuanling bird to beg for my help. Civilians were trapped in a mountain flood.
Please, help them.
I will. Rest now. Liar. You know he's beyond saving. Just like all the others. I remember this man from the Waking Moon Festival. He was haggling over a lantern for his 2-year-old child. He even taught the child to cheer your name. Sword Transcendent! Sword Transcendent! A Xuanling brought me her wish. She prayed for her missing family to come home. You followed that stupid bird's lead and searched half the mountain. Eventually, you found her father at the bottom of a cliff. Ling Feng. Ruo Yuan's childhood friend. One of the first you saved in Xuanfang. A musician who marched off to war and threw her life away.
You've come, Sword Transcendent. Ruo, she's still in the fortress, waiting for you.
I understand. I will find her.
Then I can rest my eye now.
Another hollow comfort. You searched every crater left by the fortress's collapse. You never found anyone alive. The years pass. Your cultivation advances. But the memory of this failure only becomes clearer and clearer. Everything you once saved in Xuanfang was ground to dust by the lament. So, let us begin. Beware of the evils. You're back at the Gorges of Spirits, a battlefield that haunts you. Your fear, your regret. I will destroy the source of this tacit discord outbreak. Show me, Sword Transcendent. Prove your resolve with your sword. Answer their pleas. This time, will the tragedy of the Fortress and Gorges War be redeemed? Heed my words. All my will is remarkable. These monsters cannot withstand your onslaught. You are faster than you ever were back then. A pity you cannot reach Yuan Fortress in time. The defense there is crumbling. One soldier after another.
We lost the Central Plains. They came too fast.
Save your breath, soldier. The bleeding has stopped for now.
Thank you. Please. The Threnodian is just ahead.
I know. Leave the rest to me. How confusing. They're long dead. So why the tender words? They're only your memories. Proof of your futile rescue. Beware of the evils. Thunder. One with the sword.
Split into lights.
The crownless. The Thrunodian's blade of ruin. It now stands at the zenith of its strength. And you've already given away most of your sword intent, the shield building waters. Swords, purge the realm. Imperial verdict, cleave the fog. Hurry not, just need a moment. Yes. As long as the Thrunodian's power flows, it will continue to rise from the dead. Overthrow is watching now. Its dominion is absolute, undefeated since the dawn of its birth. Your sword can split mountains and rivers. It cannot shake war from its throne, nor the countless engines of war born from civilization's shadow. It will all be over soon. How do you endure this agony? Draining your resonance energy like having your nerves flayed from your body. Even at your limit, you refuse to cut the link. Why not stop this pointless waste? One with the sword. Cords. Cleanse the filth. Swords. Purge the realm. This time it seems you've finally repelled the Thrunodian's puppeted blade and cut down the source of the outbreak. Yuan Fortress still stands. You might actually make it in time. Truly impressive. You were still fighting the Crownless when you heard the fortress explode. Your resonance energy is nearly exhausted. How much longer can you force this? You killed the Crownless and flew back to Xuanfang without a moment's rest. And still, too late. Mortal lives are but motes of dust. You know this. Even if this war had never come, another would. Or the lament would burn it all to ash. Since this ending is already destined, why did you bother? Why destroy your inner peace for a lost cause? Qingxiao, this is your inner world. You can try again, but you know, every single time, every single time, I realize my own weakness. From Yuan Fortress to the Gorges of Spirits, the land of Xuanfang. No matter how hard I try, my sword cannot save everyone. But this is the path I chose. I must go. There are people waiting for me. No, that shouldn't be your reaction. You should be drowning in agony. You should be trapped in a loop of futile attempts until you break. Until you can endure no more and fight me, like every time before.
Qingxiao?
You didn't block. Do not run. You want my power? Have you lost your mind? I am the Sancho poison in your body. The emotions and desires you cut away for the sake of cultivation. Every dark thought, every shadow your sword ever cast, they are me. Other cultivators would have slain me long ago, yet you seek my help. Our heart swords were always meant to be one. You kept me for 2 centuries, fed me your feelings, all so you could use me when the day came. You are qingxiao too, after all. Cultivation is above all being true. If I killed you, how could I claim an honest heart? You will regret this. I will eat away at you until nothing is left. No mind, no heart. In the end, your own hand will tear down everything you tried to protect. Even if that day comes, I have someone by my side who can stop me. I am willing to entrust myself to her. qingxiao, the things you treasure are not the things I treasure. You care for the world, but I only care about your way. Yes, I know. From this day forth, you will never be able to sever the full tide of mortal feeling, or break free from the karma of this world. You will be bound to me forever, never to see through the world's illusions, never to transcend, never to attain the way. I was never a transcendent. I need not bother with any great way. Besides, I have already found my answer. How very stubborn I am. Rover, I am back. I used my inner demon's strength to replenish my depleted resonance energy. Forgive me. I forced you to bear the risk of my losing control.
It's all right. If that inner demon had really taken control, I still would have found a way to wake you up.
Now, I feel a flood of stray thoughts swirling within me. But I need not and will not suppress them.
Is that for the better or the worse?
Neither. They are simply my thoughts.
At any rate, you're still the qingxiao I know.
I am nothing but a prideful mortal, always believing there was nothing my sword could not protect. Sometimes I even forgot. I started cultivating just to stay alive. Back then, I was only a wanderer whose hometown had been taken by lament. This thread is all my family left behind. It is the only link between the sword transcendent and Qing, the wandering village girl. I wear it to remember where I came from. No matter how many years pass, I cannot turn a blind eye to the suffering of others. Strength has its limits, but I only ask for a clean heart. Even if my sword cannot promise a perfect end, I will not stay my hand.
Even if it's not enough? There will always be another to carry your burden. And another after that. You aren't walking this road alone.
You truly are different from who you were 2 centuries ago. At the end of the fortress and gorge's war, when I was about to fall, I heard Along's roar echoing across the battlefield. I looked up and saw the golden-eyed one and Jue. You struck the source of the disaster. You rewrote the fate of that war. I looked for you after the battle, but you were gone. I wanted to know if someone like you ever had to face such impossible choices.
I still don't know my past. And nothing I've been through since I woke up has been simple or easy. But even though we didn't always know how things would turn out, we still followed our hearts anyway. And we gave it everything we had.
Yes, we did. I must confess, I lied to you. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs' reach is not that wide. I actually traced your footsteps by asking many people. Come, my disciple. Time to settle things in the world outside. I want to be honest with myself. Since I taught you sword flight, I do consider you my disciple. You need not answer, but I shall call you such, even if only for this short while. Before we depart, is there anything you wish to ask? Time flows much faster here than out there. We still have a moment. I see. Ask away. I've been sensing the battle through my sword intent. The line is holding. The soldiers and people of Xuanfang stand united. They will protect the hold. But that is all we can burden them with. The rest falls on us. We must end Muyu's schemes without delay. Before we depart, is there anything you wish to ask? Time flows much faster here than out there. We still have a moment. Before we depart, is there anything you wish to ask? Looks like we don't need to do anything.
The pendant is reacting. It's guiding us forward.
While we were in the cabin, others were keeping watch outside.
Rover, Paragon Qingxiao. Took you long enough. Any later and I wouldn't have held out. That pendant and those notes I left, they did the trick, I suppose. Just a Jianghu alias to earn my keep. Let me introduce myself proper. The Nethermancer who went 3 years undercover in Georgian Atelier's snake pit without a single bite. Qingran. You didn't pull any punches back at the Sanctum, by the way. Haha, heard stories about your style. Had to see for myself if the rumors were true.
Your cover must be blown now, right?
I hit him first. While he was running his mouth at you, I gave him a little love tap in the back. Shame he slipped away behind a wall of auto puppets.
I see. That's why Muyu's phantom vanished so suddenly.
Right, let's skip the chit-chat. We're all hunting the same soulless fart, so why not team up?
You've helped a great deal, and I've no reason to refuse. I need your intel. But you, what do you need from me?
You get right to it, huh? Love it. I want to stick with you because it's better odds for making sure Muyu doesn't get away again. I don't have any of your noble motives. Just an old score to settle with that bastard.
That's your only condition?
Yeah, well, if we trip over any Sanctum relics or Sheen's secret stash of treasure, maybe toss one my way? Kidding. Let me be clear. No Nethermancer stands by while someone toys with the dead's reverberations.
Then, pleasure working with you.
Likewise.
Where's Muyu's true body hiding?
He took the shuttle up to the top level, the Tian Realm. That's his playground. According to Lucky, there's a sea of reverberations up there. Almost like all of Xuanfang's reverberations got sucked into one place.
To hell with you! I told you that's not my name, you forgetful brat!
Always so lively. Oh, That's just a foul-mouthed lynx spirit I caught. Pay it no mind.
What's Muyu's true intention?
In a coded letter to Dredgen Atelier, he claimed he'd get his hands on Sentinel technology, the mechanistic mojo Sheen used to build the hold. But think about it. If all he wanted was to steal something in the Sanctum, isn't all this chaos a bit unnecessary?
He's been running experiments on the mechanisms. It's like he's trying to figure out how they work before he does something. Either way, we need to find him quickly.
This is the last shuttle, but I see no lightway to the sky end barrier.
Let's check near that sword light.
Looks like you still have questions. Go on, I got nothing to hide. The snake needed a hand from within Dredgen Atelier to get supplies moving to lay the groundwork. That hand just happened to be me. But he was paranoid. Notes at drop points, never a face. Didn't get a meet and greet till all hell broke loose with the auto puppets. He kept me at arm's length, used me like a doorman. If you two hadn't have scared him, he never would have let me come this far. Looks like you still have questions. Go on, I got nothing to hide. It's been quiet for a while. That's not a good sign.
Let the escape Tacit discords into Mengzhou. We are running out of options. Anyone willing to follow me into the fortress mainframe? Step forward.
I'm with you!
The rest of you, Guan Chuan is in command now. Stick to the plan, cover the evacuation, and withdraw immediately.
I'm going with you. I know a shortcut to the mainframe.
Savante girl, this is not your fight. Get to safety.
Commander, this is my home. I'm from Huanglong, but I'm a daughter of Xuanfeng too. Just like everyone else here, I want to make sure more people can live to see the sun rise.
These are memories and emotions from the past, from before Yuan Fortress self-destructed.
My Shifu told me about this. The ones who stayed behind. They were all great heroes.
I have never forgotten them. Stay alert. Something is coming.
Big one after us. Muyu must be getting desperate.
Status. Autonomy activity. Withdrawing combat units.
Focus on the defense of our own shuttle first.
Prepare for battle.
You two around? I almost feel safe.
JD?
Hold on. Who's that?
Blast those bombs to pieces! What's the plan? Another wave incoming!
sound.
Not good! The bombard's overheated and shut down. Repairs will take some time.
We cannot let a single one slip through.
Let's split up and cover both sides.
Fine by me. This side is mine.
Thermal repairs complete. One bombard and right online.
One is the sound. Cleansing radiance! Leave it to me.
Uh-oh! That big bully just got double them cannons!
These auto puppets are a lot tougher than the last batch.
Don't let them stall us. We need to end this quickly.
Those grapples are messing with the shuttle's flight stability. If this keeps up, we'll be in big trouble.
I will hold the line here. You two go deal with those shuttles.
Got it. Jingran, can you keep up?
That far? Ha! Don't sell a Nethermancer short.
Foreign object intrusion detected. Threat level updated.
Doesn't matter how many minions they throw at us. Minions are still minions.
Destroy the ground signal source! Bring it down!
Subvessel power insufficient. Crash imminent.
That's one down. Time to take down the next. Still hate the feeling of this.
Warning. Subvessel core region under attack. Requesting emergency reinforcements.
Voice is really starting to get on my nerves.
Destroy that orb, then we're done.
World of Sound 2 stirs, dawn and dust merge. Easy peasy. Whew. Our side's clear. Wonder how the Paragon's doing.
It is done.
Incredible work, team! The enemy shuttles are pulling back, and the auto puppets have stopped attacking!
Yeah, but the fog's still here. Doesn't feel like a win to me. My gut tells me this is a trap.
It probably just pulled back into the fog, getting ready to hit us again.
Brace yourselves. That shuttle is approaching once more.
Directive. Full assault. Unit deployment intensity raised to maximum. Breakdown.
We can't expect to board here. Gotta clear the deck of auto puppets first.
That shuttle is the source of the fog. Until it falls, this will not end.
Then we board it and destroy the control orb.
Interesting. So we're trading bases. Auto puppets are still pouring in. If we all leave, this place is done for.
Everyone, we're here! It's finally my turn to fight! Took me forever to fix these guys up. You go take down that cloud shuttle. Leave this place to me and my lancers.
Sure you can handle it? I'll stay back for a bit and help you hold the line.
Good. We'll make this quick. Leave it to me.
Directive. Activating emergency defense mode. Opening all units at maximum capacity.
It's trying to slow us down with the reeling fog.
I activated my sword intent. It should help us resist the fog's effects for now.
I'm back! Time to sink this machine!
I sense your weakness.
End them together.
Enduring the fire. I sense your weakness. One more time. Defenses won't hold much longer. No hesitation.
Impressive. We really clicked there.
The final obstacle lies ahead.
Flying piece of junk's been playing hide and seek long enough. Let's put it down.
Crash.
That big one's finally gone. I'm so exhausted. Quite sure my parts are about to fall off one by one. After all, these are my proudest partners.
You. Why have you been helping us all this time?
I want the city out there to be okay. If we don't fix things here, that place is gonna be in big, big trouble too. Alrighty, now I'll scoot us along to the next level.
The Prism of Fate.
Whoa. So that's the Moon Fox's relic from Fogville Pagoda. Figured it ended up with you.
Woyuin.
Yes, Sir Transcending Qingxiao. It has been a very, very long time.
How
was I supposed to know the Sentinel's relic would reveal my true form like that? Wait, this Prism of Fate, the Lexicon Axis, and the Sanctum. Are the knowledge restrictions lifting?
Now this is something. Have you two heard the legends about Xuanfang's Celestials? Good. Saves time. The story goes that the Savante crew didn't just vanish after building the hold. They just upgraded. Celestials, they call them. Been watching over the city's mechanisms ever since.
The fortress and gorge's wall broke out before Xuanfang Hold was even finished. Ruoyuan, what exactly are you?
Very good. I am a Celestial, but my case was a little different. Long ago, I triggered the self-destructed Yuan Fortress's mainframe. I'm still alive. Did I make it? If that wasn't enough, what do I do now? Everyone has...
You have already done more than enough.
What is that? The Sentinel's voice?
Your will and heart have reached me. The rest is for me to handle. Ruoyuan, in a moment, you will die from your wounds. But I offer you a choice. Cast aside your mortal body and become part of Xuanfang Hold, guarding it for what may be eternity. Or accept the peace of death here. Endless restraint or quiet release. I wish to know what you can truly accept.
I gave my word that I'd be one of the Celestials. I want to keep protecting my people.
This path is not easy. Time may wither your spirit. There will be no turning back, even if you beg.
I'll let my future self worry about the regrets.
Then, entrust the whole of your being to me.
To be a Celestial is to accept a leash. You bind your life to the hold and swear never to reveal its secrets. But this crisis is endangering its people. I did what I had to and projected my consciousness into an auto-puppet to guide you.
And you can speak the truth now because of this? Why only now?
The restrictions have been lifted for now. Likely because we're near the core data zone, and your connection to the Sentinel has grown stronger.
Then tell me, what is this place? And how is it connected to the hold?
You're in the Hold's control mainframe, a space called the Xuanyuan Domain. It stores vast amounts of the regional's historical data. Muyu uploaded outside reverberations, twisting the execution logic. He tried to take full control of the Mirage realm, but it ended up triggering all these anomalies. If this continues, his reverberations will continue their contamination until everything collapses. In the end, the hold itself will fall.
First instance activated. Simulating. Xuanfeng hold. Reconstructing. Future possibilities converged.
This voice. It sounds like the one I heard in Renacita's civilization capsule. If Imperator wasn't the only sentinel that left a relic storing legacy data. Is this control mainframe actually a civilization capsule? Could we be inside it right now?
That data is restricted under the heist clearance. Even now, it hasn't lifted. There's the lightway to the Sky End barrier. This is as far as I can take you. Muyu turned guardians into killers, and souls of the departed into toys. I beg you, please stop him.
I accept your request. Take care.
Qingxiao, do you remember our farewell back then? You never gave me an answer.
It was worth it.
Jingran, we'll fly up there on swords. What about you?
All good. I got my own way of keeping up.
The road ahead is bound to be perilous. Allow me to lead the way.
Before you go, are there any more questions? I'll tell you what I can. Those sword lights were imitations of Qingxiao's sword intent. I created them from stray frequencies in the domain. They can restore one's resonance energy. I could not carry them in my auto-puppet body, so I left them near where I made them. Did they help? Huh? You didn't see anything embarrassing, I hope. I suppose it's because those frequencies are tied to the region's history. Or there's a chance I accidentally mixed in some of my own. Before you go, are there any more questions? I'll tell you what I can. I wish you both the best.
Careful. The Skyan barrier.
Muyu really set a storm in motion. Now even he can't steer his own disaster.
No, stop. Let's get through this quickly.
I'll handle it. There it is. Sanctum's shuttle. Muyu's little fortress.
That barrier of warped machinery won't yield to a simple strike.
Look, 2 weak spots in the perimeter. We can force a breach there.
Hold on. I got a better idea. See that shuttle over there? I'll ram it straight through the barrier. You two fly through before the crack closes.
That over there is worse than the Skyan's dangers. Even with a shuttle as a shield, you'll be putting your life at risk.
Safe paths don't lead to lost places. If there's an opening, I'm not letting it go to waste.
Jingran, what are your odds?
90% shot to get you two inside.
No, I mean, what are the odds you come back alive?
Some things you don't know till you try. Besides, we're running out of time. Those openings could disappear any second. Look, I've always known my wick was shorter than most. But how I burn it, that's my call. Even if the gods themselves disagree. So go save Xuanfang, big hero. I'm not planning on checking out just yet. Once this is over, maybe you'll see me again at my Shafu's old lady's place in Shanling Village.
This wisp of sword intent may not work miracles, but with your resolve fueling it, it will not fail you.
Rover, Paragon qingxiao. I'll leave that corpse-fiddling creep to you, then. shuttles have gone completely haywire.
Jingran?
Minor hiccup. Steering's busted on this clanker. Gotta find another way.
We'll head to the other opening.
Watch the rampaging mechanisms. He's dead. And this time it's no puppet. This is his true body. The wound was fatal. It must have been the strike Jingran landed earlier.
If he's dead, then who's controlling those reverberations? Who sent the cloud shuttles and the auto puppets? This can't be over that easily.
The reverberations of the dead. They still pour in without end. They still cause the anomalies.
The emotions and reverberations are weak little things. But they do make excellent fuel for transcendence. So, the two closest to the Sentinel. You've managed to find your way here.
Knew you. This corpse. Is this another one of your tricks?
This is my true flesh. The mortal vessel I've cast aside. I'm being entirely honest with you. Your vision has narrowed, Paragon Qingxiao. I expected someone as elevated as you to understand this path sooner. We were never enemies, truly. This time, you two simply happen to stand in my way. Save or destroy. Neither has ever interested me. To break that fox's tedious restrictions and taste the fruit of true knowledge, I had to take a path from which there is no retreat.
I don't care about your plans. I came to take your life.
And this time, you will pay for everything you've done in Shuangfang.
Then you shall make ideal test subjects. I came here to dissect the Sentinel's design, to understand the blueprint of divinity, to know myself into its equal. And now, I have reached the pinnacle of mechanist arts.
He's above us.
I have shared my mortal flaws.
the evils.
Celestial! You just copied the Savante craftsman and transferred your consciousness into an autopilot.
Those slaves bound to Senate are unworthy of the name. I am the true Celestial, free of all chains. I have taken the most fragile thing in this world and made it my road to perfection. I have arrived in a future you cannot even...
You are nothing but a monster, feeding on the dead.
In this world, any mechanism can replicate them.
Thunder's aftershock!
How many strikes can you survive?
You both stand with mortals. Again and again, the tank. Have you ever thought about why they are weak? Flaws must be burned away. Excess must be shed. Only then can a man one day stand beside a scar.
You just want the world to be a mirror of yourself. Every soul has its own light. The perfection you speak of is a hollow lie. I fight for the lights of the living. Each flame is a life, distinct and irreplaceable.
Too slow.
Thunder aftershock! Decisive moment! Bolts and guts! In this together.
This is not over. This is not my destination. Just a moment more. A moment more, and I will cast off this shell and ascend.
This grotesque puppet show ends now.
Breathe to on. Sweep it all.
Shattering tunes, rising steel. Thunder. Windstorm.
Bring it on.
Preach. Heed my words. Swords. Purge the realm.
Thunder's aftershock! Celestial might! Dispel all shadows!
One with the sword.
The reverberations from the D-Road. I'll have them all. Every last drop of rage, sorrow, and resentment. What did you do?
I shared my sword intent with the auto-puppets you experimented on.
The good game you played. Had your cultivation addled your wits. You'd even protect the reverberations of the dead.
Even reverberations should not be sacrificed to conspiracy and ambition, nor stripped of their right to exist.
What a sword transcendent. What a swan paragon.
You infiltrated the Sanctum to steal the civilization capsule we're in, didn't you?
Do not misunderstand. The Sentinel's knowledge is my only concern. The one who wanted this capsule. Ask your old enemy. Unfortunately, I have no interest in Balanafra's petty schemes.
So she's the woman in red you mentioned before. A Fraxidus overseer?
It's irrelevant now. You defeated me because you were strong enough, not because my path was wrong.
Unrepentant to the last.
I accept the consequences of my work. To regret it now would be to dishonor all the materials I used to get here. Look at this guy, trying to stop us. Doesn't it remind you of the etheric sea? Soon, the reverberation's corruption will bring it all down. You may escape to reality, but Xuanfang Hold is doomed.
I will not let that happen.
This wretched city was built on the Sentinel's meddling. Every life it saved was a debt that must eventually be paid. Just like your protection, it has only delayed the inevitable. And now, above you, the bill has arrived. The tacit discords, the dead, the destruction Xuanfang was always meant to face.
So that was the plan? Trigger a collapse, destroy the barrier, and slip away in the chaos?
I told you. I do not care about what happens to the capsule. And I care even less for this hold. I want the Sentinel's knowledge exposed to the light of Solaris. Whether it saves the world or sets it on fire. Frankly, you two, I don't give a damn. Leave it to the Sentinel. Better that knowledge in human hands. In my hands.
You're driven by nothing but greed and a hollow ego.
At least you understand my madness. I never once hid my intentions from you.
Enough talk. Your delusion ends here.
Resonance ability can purge the malice from these reverberations. As long as someone stands against this falling sky, this place will endure. So...
Sheen asked me to vow that I would never forsake this city. And I promised you that you wouldn't walk this road alone. Master.
Yes.
Whatever comes next, we'll face it together.
岁月长，轻描复苏上，燃内香。知青松石上，尖锐映寒光。
Shuanfang stands in peril, the sky about to fall. Everyone, will you lend me your swords?
悠悠天地间，北风过正月。叹世人愿生眠，聚散虚间。为人知常见，孤身入人。
Group of people here!
芸芸众生有纪念，是言非言，道无言，梦大千，今我流连，浮光间，照心间，遇见。
This is not the sword of one. It is the sword of war. Heaven falls, earth splits, but this sword will bring the dawn. Sky break!
Oh, you have both worked very hard indeed.
She?
Thanks to the two of you and the people of this city, the reverberation corruption in the control mainframe was largely purged. I handled the anomalies that remained. With the mainframe restored, the censure courts and auto-puppets will function as they should. The tacit discords will be contained in due time. In short, Shuanfang Hold has weathered the storm. Paragon qingxiao, calm yourself.
Where exactly have you been all this time?
Shuanfang has bled again and again, and its sentinel was nowhere to be seen. Whatever your reasons were, you owe us an explanation.
Very well. Then let us begin with the chaos Mu sowed. When Mu invaded the sanctum, I was not blind to it. But for certain reasons, I could neither intervene directly nor send word. In desperation, I trapped him inside the Xuanyuan domain, within the mainframe, and strengthened the barrier to keep him from escaping. I believed he sought to extract the mainframe's core data. But to break my restrictions, he weaponized the reverberations to collapse the mainframe itself.
Hold on. Back in the sanctum, the prism of fate flickered. Was that you? Did you guide us into the Xuanyuan domain?
Only by stopping Muyu's chaos from within, together with my power, could we minimize the harm that spilled beyond.
One more thing. Is the Hold's control mainframe actually Mengzhou's civilization capsule? Muyu certainly believed it was.
Not entirely. It is merely one small part of it. This situation exceeded even my calculations. Fortunately, you two were there. You saved Xuanfang from far greater loss.
The rafter kite that led me to Footvale Pagoda. You used the excuse of a meeting to lead me straight to Rover, didn't you?
So you figured it out after all. With my clever ally placing the Arbiter on the board as a wild card, I rather hoped you two would form a natural partnership.
The visions of Xuanfang we saw in the domain.
I know your question. Those cloud shuttles and mechanisms were real, recorded blueprints. As for why they were never deployed during the Fortress and Gorgeous War, qingxiao, the answer is simple. There was not enough time.
Time.
Besides, technology that outstrips its age is as much a curse as a blessing to the people of Mengzhou. It was never meant for the mortal world. It has already wrought too many fates. Muyu's ruin is proof enough of where that path leads.
I'm not here to judge your past choices. But if some of Xuanfang's problems began with its sentinel, then its sentinel should see them through.
Arbiter, Arbiter, Paragon qingxiao. When the time is right, I will give you and Xuanfang the answers you deserve. When that day comes, bring the prism of fate and come see.
Thousands of swords pierced the heavens, scattering the darkness. The ominous force over Xuanfang was swept away. Mechanisms whirred back to life, and tacit discords were locked away. Above the sanctum, it seemed as though a river of stars had descended. As the dust settled, the righteous returned in triumph. Soldier and citizen cheered as one. Peace at last filled the city once more. Yet, before the sounds of celebration had faded, a certain garden collapsed without warning. As for the secrets it buried, that shall be a tale for another time. It's time for me to close up the stall.
Soy Soy seems to want to discuss something. I'd better head to the Ministry of War and find Yang Yang first.
These, take these. We've all known.
Thank goodness you're both safe. Yang Yang, come closer and let me get a good look at you. Are you hurt?
Soy Soy, I really am fine. Rover and Paragon qingxiao are the ones who went into the sanctum. They faced all the real danger. Rover, please don't praise me like that in front of my sister.
All right. Enough flattery, you two. Let's talk business. I'm speaking as chairwoman of the Jiaoming Commerce Guild now. After returning to Mengzhou, I used the guild's connections to dig into Muyu's past and contacted the main branch of Georgian Atelier. Muyu was a prodigy in automata mechanics. He designed Yuan Fortress 2 centuries ago, was a senior figure in Georgian Atelier, and had deep collaborations with Huashu Academy. About 20 years back, he was supposed to succeed the Flower Veil puppet as the next Grand Helm. Instead, he announced his departure from the organization and vanished.
After that, he probably hid in Xuanfang under another identity, biding his time, refining his plan.
The Atelier has officially cut ties with him. They even offered to share information to help with the guild's investigation. But we know he was still receiving internal support through an informant. Oh, right. Did you meet the cat of the Netherland? Really? So he hasn't been seen since the sanctum. Typical. A proper ghost of the Jianghu. I wouldn't be surprised if he just shows up again one day.
I'm sure he also made it out safely. But did Muyu have dealings with the Fraxidus? He mentioned an overseer's name before we ended him.
We've only got one lead, from the Grand Helm herself. She said Muyu traded technology with the Fraxidus years ago, but the relationship didn't last. Hard to say if that's true or just the Atelier trying to cover its tracks. These past few days, besides investigating the Atelier, I also made a trip to Mengzhou City Hall. In Jinzhou, at least they served me tea while I waited. This time, they shut the door in my face. Said Mengzhou's magistrate wasn't receiving visitors. Xuanfang's been hit by one disaster after another, yet City Hall remains eerily quiet. It's suspicious.
At least it has made good on its promise. A group of personnel and supplies will arrive from Mengzhou City soon. Another shipment of aid from Jinzhou has also arrived.
Things are indeed looking up. You two needn't worry about City Hall. I'll think of something.
Thank you, Soy Soy.
Your tone betrays you, darling. I can tell there's a lot on your mind. But you'll try to unwind, won't you?
Yeah. Things are peaceful in Xuanfang for now.
I hope that won't change for a long, long time.
Very soon, the Waking Moon Festival will be celebrated across Mengzhou. Xuanfang will be no exception. You should both take the chance to relax. Well then, see you soon. Don't forget about our next time, all right?
Rover, what did my sister mean by next time?
One day, we're all going to visit Jinzhou together.
I'd like that.
can fly too.
You're here.
So, this is your training hall?
When I first settled here, it was nothing but an abandoned shack. Over the years, the local folk have helped me repair it of their own accord. I owe them a great debt. Cultivation may not need worldly comforts, but if I am to found a school, I should at least have a proper training hall.
Found a school?
I want to open a school here in Xuanfang. Teach others the way of the sword.
Where are you at with this?
Still at the very first step. Finding my first disciple. The first disciple is the foundation. The face the school shows to the world. I must choose with the utmost care.
Well, you did teach me to fly with a sword not long ago. Doesn't that mean...
Back in the Xuanyuan domain, I called you disciple, yes. And you called me master. But that journey has already ended. I have not truly guided you. Your swordcraft already stands on its own. I've no right to claim you as disciple. So, it must be your choice.
Qingxiao, if you'll have me, then our journey doesn't need to be over.
Very well. According to how my own master accepted me, taking on a disciple requires 2 steps. This shall be the first.
This is...
a sword talisman. I carved it myself over the last few days. My life-bound sword intent lives inside it. Think of it as a keepsake of our knowing each other, or as a bond between master and disciple. I hope you will take it.
To be my disciple, you must sever worldly ties, cast aside the 6 desires, and leave karma behind.
And if, in the end, I cannot,
then by that time, you will have found a way of your own.
So now comes the second step, I guess?
I treat you to a meal. I believe it's called an initiation feast. When my master accepted me, she broke years of fasting just to share a meal. Bring along your adorable little friend as well.
Adorable? You mean Abby?
Huh?
Up here, this land looks exactly as it was.
Hey, do you have meteorite tire blade? Hey,
No wonder
I
the
heard
Fred
Fred
fair made it.
Mungzhou fish and vinegar are coming right up, caught from the Luo River just this morning. You won't find fresher.